All right, hit the live button. It just take it's going now. All
Cool.
right. I know it's gonna take a second. I know how the internet is, but y'all have been bugging me. No, I'm just playing. But y'all constantly every time we talk about Ready to Love, most of the things that I actually hear are when are you gonna bring Simone back? When is Simone coming back? She is hilarious. She was robbed. Okay. What's gonna happen to Simone? I mean, when I say the people have been cheering for you, like, well, okay, the first time I had you on, it was the first interview. People was getting my comments talking about, I think it was Simone differently because some people were really vilifying Simone in the very, very first couple of episodes. And then the second time she came on, I don't know what happened because everybody went insane over her. I have all the comments, all the receipts, and they really love you and they be grinding for you. I made a whole video that is she going to be, because she's vilified, and everybody agreed. How do you feel about that compared to the first time? This is the third time you've been on here. First of all, I'm sorry. Thank you for coming on. And I'm gonna ask this because I know it's a little
Absolutely. Thank
delay.
you.
But how do you feel about the fact that in the beginning they kind of did like you was kind of the villain to everybody. Then all of a sudden when you spoke your truth like you always do, everybody just switched it up and thought of you completely differently.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's like that in my real life. I mean, that is really how it is. Like people be like, I don't like Simone because what I said, not realizing that what you don't like is the truth. You don't like that this is true because it'd be different. It was
Right.
accurate, and so I realized like that was consistent in my real life. Just stay true to who you are. Stay true to your good intentions. At the end of the day, if you have good and true intentions, like it's all gonna work out. But I have to tell you, when I ended the show, right? I was mad because I was like, I did feel very vilified. So when we got to take the reunion and oh, now you're gonna show the unseen footage? Really? Really? Interesting. I just felt like, okay, that was really
Right.
interesting.
Right.
Um, and I felt a lot better about it once I got to the reunion and learned that, yeah, well, I don't know about Joy, but like Winter didn't know and different, that there was a lot of distortions, I say, distortions going on. So it was kind of like, I kind of felt like too little too late
Right.
because I felt gypped by the show. I felt like y'all knew better. Y'all knew good and well I wasn't lying. And I don't know why they didn't show the clip during the season of Jay asking me on a date and all this kind of stuff. Like, y'all legit try to play me. But you know what? In the end, what happened was exactly what I was trying to prevent, which was, in the end, who's with Jay?
Yes.
And these ladies are great ladies and they have great
Exactly.
hearts. I feel like the most mean thing you can do to somebody is waste their time because we can't get that back. And I just think it's important when you're dating that you have all the important information to make the best decision for you. And in this instance, that information includes a true understanding of how the man that you like also feels about the other options because they're all in your face. It'd be different if they weren't in your face. Yeah. But just
Right.
letting him know because
Okay.
in
Now
this instance, yeah, like, yeah.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say now. You well, I said about it on my channel, and I know you watch me, but you don't watch me probably where you'll know that the situation was as far as me. And when I look at the different castmates, the reason why I celebrated you so much because I always felt like you were very genuine and down to earth, and I felt like a few
Thank
were
you.
not, and I'm just being real. That's how I am, and I told even on a channel I say I know that some of them castmates probably
Let's
be
talk
talking
about it, baby. Let's
noise and
talk
don't
about it.
even let me keep it real when I say this. The situation with Winter, I'm gonna be very, very transparent because when I hit her up about coming on here
Okay.
and immediately I messaged you because that's just how I am. Okay, I said, hey, we were talking about her coming
Hmm.
on. There was no problems, nothing. But I had forgot to tag her in the post where I did a clip or something, whatever about you said. But to me, I feel like y'all kind of watch each other. So to act like you was so like, ooh, I can't believe. Anyway, So then she responded to me and was like, well, I didn't know that, I don't know if I can come on. I don't want to be with the mess. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just I might have to respond or defend myself against what Simone said. And I'm just like, so what is that? And I really didn't express myself because I was irritated by it. But I was like, I had nothing to do with that. It's not like I'm feeling funny now or feeling bad because, and then I was like, no, I love the interviews I had with Simone. She kept it real every time she was on my platform. And she came on here when other bigger platforms, I'm sure, was coming at her. So I will all respect her for that. But when Winter
Oh
did
yeah, I
that,
was
I
on
felt some
national
type of
TV.
way. And then I had even told her, I said, huh? I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, I was on national TV, doing national TV interviews. So I feel you, yeah. And so, I mean,
Yes. And I mean, it just, I don't
you
know.
weren't
I
too
just
small
felt
for me. I liked you. So ultimately, what was the
right.
ultimate resolution? She came on, right?
No, the first time
Sorry,
okay,
we
this
have
is
a
the
little
thing
bit of
about it. I
delay.
didn't come to you about too much. The first time I did an
Uh,
interview with her, I know. I'm sorry. The first time she came on and it was happening StreamYard. StreamYard it's iffy, but she still was a soldier through it, and we still have the interview that's still up. And
oh,
then I was gonna bring her back on to kind of do a do over. And then when she saw the clip, then she messaged me and said, "I'm not sure if I can do it."
okay.
And then I just kind of was like, just don't worry about it because you feel uncomfortable or whatever. But then I just told her later on, I said, I talked about it on my channel, how I felt about it, whatever. And then she wrote in the comments saying how you felt. And I remember I was just like, I mean, because it's like I can see your how you, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it's small. It's not like a big, gigantic woo. It's just a mental for me. I'm sorry. And as a blogger, I'm pretty sure all the
Oh,
different
okay.
bloggers can
Wait,
say
wait.
whatever
And you said,
they want to say. If for you, it was
mhm. Yeah, I was saying, what did you say? She said in the comment. What did she put in the comment?
she when
Hmm.
I said that I wanted to talk about how I felt about what happened because I felt bad, especially she said how you felt in like quotations. That was enough. I mean, I know people will probably think it's small, but y'all
Oh,
have to dig a little bit deeper. Where, like how you felt, and I was like, oh. And so I just thought, okay, I just kind of just backed up from it, and I just continued to talk to the people that, like you, for instance, or
wait.
when I did
Which you?
Naya, to
You
talk to
mean
her,
how
Denise, whatever,
Simone
and I
felt?
kind of left it at that.
Gotcha.
No, no, no. How I felt bad
Okay.
because when she said no about the interview, I felt like I had something to do with that. Is what I was
No, I mean,
really
no,
talking
you were doing
about
your
because the
job,
fact
and
the
I mean,
interview was going to be canceled.
oh no, I mean, you were doing your job, and she was protecting her brand, and you were doing your job. It's kind of like, like with Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, because of how controversial her stuff is, some people don't ever want to go on there, or some people want to go
Mm-hmm.
on to clear their name.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody manages their brand differently. So, I do want to say for
Okay.
your viewers, I want to say thank you guys for riding with me. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for watching me, my version of the story finally creep through at the freaking end. But thank y'all.
I'm telling you, them people ride for you. I think my entire chat rides for you. I mean, I don't think I've had anybody come in and say. I
Oh.
think the most common say is that you grill like a lot of questions to the men. What do you think about that?
You know what? I know what they're talking about. They're referencing that scene with Edwin, and I see exactly why they would feel that way from that scene. It was chopped up a bit. And the funny thing is, so me and Edwin have always been just cool. Although they chopped it to make it seem like it was kind of like us exploring dating, we were just friends. And the way I deal with someone I like romantically is completely different than how I deal with my homeboy. So with my homeboy, if I feel like you're going through something, I'm gonna be like, "Come on, boo, let's talk about this." Okay, you say you don't have daddy issues, your daddy up the street, da da da. I'm gonna talk to you different than I'm gonna talk to my man. My man, I'm gonna make him a plate. He gonna eat his food. I'm gonna ask him about his dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different approach for each.
Right.
But that's TV. That was entertainment, and I always love feedback, constructive feedback. Oh, Dre said, I'm glad you were vindicated. Yo, me too.
See that? I guess
Me
that's probably why
too.
too.
But wait a minute, were you Like, were y'all surprised that I was shocked when I heard Jay and Joy say they only been on 1 or 2 dates? I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Were you surprised at that? Yeah. Because he'd only been on 1 or 2 dates with her, but he's been
I
on a bunch of
okay.
dates with.
I was
No,
hollering at the
but he been on
TV.
bunch.
I'm not gonna lie to
Yeah,
you, or
he's been
the
on a
phone,
bunch
or
of
whatever I
dates
was
with
watching.
Winter. No, but he's been on a bunch of dates with Winter and only 1 or 2 with her. And I'm like, so
What?
when I said sister wives, I was joking, but I'm like, y'all are still both dating him. So of course you guys are gonna feel different. You're not gonna like me or whatever. Not that you're that they don't like me or not gonna like me. But my sister wives
Right.
joke was in jest, but I'm like, y'all are both dating the same guy. So at least to the public, you gotta you said why you have to create a sense of unity.
Mm.
But it is weird to me. I don't date my friends' man, and it's not a secret thing. It's like Winter didn't go behind nobody's back and like no, it's very public. Like people see them
Right.
out. It's not like he's only like, oh, come to my house. No. So that's why too when people are like Winter was like the side girl, I'm like, could be. Cause he run around town with Winter. Ain't nobody seeing him
Hmm.
Joy out nowhere except for if they post a picture. And if they post a picture. So that's just that with that.
It's
You can call me messy, but I'm factual. That's not messy,
Jay.
that's
I'm
facts.
sorry.
Oh, girl, you got my
Exactly.
foot up?
You
I'm
were
finna
not
throw you.
messy, and I still say that. Huh? Wait. It's just a wise comment. Yes, Simone,
Yeah,
you can
like
read.
it was I know I'm not about to be over here playing with y'all over here today.
That was a
Not
good
on
one,
this
though.
here TV screen. No
That was a
ma'am.
good one.
Yes. Oh, I got through it. I was so they were so mad. They were
That was one of my. Oh,
my castmates. I heard my castmates go. My castmates were mad. They were like, "Oh, like that was so ugly." And I'm like, "Oh, shut up! Y'all know everybody dating everybody. Leave me alone."
mm, exactly.
And at the end, it's
Oh my
all
god.
love. Like
You,
it's all
you were
love.
so you were such a down to earth person. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that nobody else was not. I just think that people were drawn to you because you are just cool. Like you just like my sister said, it's just like watching your homegirl and you just talking with her. She's so cool like that. And I was like, yes, that's literally the vibe. That's what she gives. So I think that's why the crowd and the chat are just like, oh, they doing her wrong. They doing, So for you on the show, even, and I felt like you were vindicated. I kind of hated at the very, very end, but still, it was a good blow up. The little comments you made a comment about the note about the eviction. Everybody been hitting me about that eviction comment you made. You were doing some zinging. I said this girl should be a comedian. She should be on somebody's stage. But that part of you, they really are drawn to the funny part of you. Are you going to pursue anything else? Because like I've been suggesting to y'all to do some reality show like Big Brother, but it's a coin. It's really a coin. But would
Yeah,
you do something? Some kind
yeah.
of laugh comedy or something?
So you know what? I do. I love doing stand up. I have to. I've been so busy. I have not had time to really work on my craft and do open mics like I did before the pandemic. But I'm open. I'm not turning anything down if I feel like it's gonna make me happy and it's gonna be good for my spirit and my soul. I'm only turning down things if I think it's gonna be too much drama, or if I don't have like a clear understanding of how I will
Mm,
be depicted. Because I'm not finna. You're not finna bring me in no situation to be a villain when that's just not my nature. Like the people that want to see me on TV, they want to see the real Simone. This Simone. Not that like even on my comments, like my friends from college, like I did a live last night with Ashley from Put a Ring on It. And there in my comments, they were like, this is the Simone I
yes.
know. Like, what was that on TV? I was like, boo, boo. And it was like, but you can't, they had their I feel like they had their sweethearts and they had the love triangles that they wanted, right? They wanted the Joy Winter
Okay.
love triangle. They wanted the Adriana. And where's Simone? I'm just kind of like, so it was kind of, in the
Mm,
end, I'm going to say this. I think in the end, it'll kind of all make sense.
okay.
I can't say it all, but I think it's going to all make sense. And yeah, it's been interesting. I've had different opportunities presented.
Oh.
I really would love to do something in the legal area where I can use my wit, my sense of humor, and educate more people on the
Mhm.
law. But yeah, it's been really. I'm shocked. I've been presented with
Hmm.
like
Okay.
opportunities to develop things with my real friends and my real life and my real career. So
Wow.
that's just
Okay.
flattering in and of itself. Like we're real producers, like not just somebody on the internet, with an iPhone. Like
Right.
all of those people are cool too. Somebody said they weren't surprised. They thought
Right.
Dre was only there
Right.
for exposure, not love. Oh, I used to be in my confessionals, and because he would wear his business logo shirt with his business website on it all the time, and I used to be in my confessionals like, is he ready for love? Is he ready to
Mhm.
tell half? Like,
Mm.
what are we doing here, guys? He's getting so mad at me. And then at one point, they told him he couldn't wear that
Okay.
shirt no
Now
more,
I
and
have
I
to
was
say
like,
something. Ah, wait, hold on. Somebody said, "Oh, is it not the end? Is if is are you? Oh,
no.
okay,
It's
okay.
the end of the show. But I'm saying it's the end of the
Mm,
show, but it's not the end of seeing me on TV. I put it like
oh,
that.
okay. Now, I'm not asking you to speak for anybody, but a lot of people are saying that they feel like that as far as the show, not everybody, and I don't think they include you in that, but saying that some people is there for money and not for love to get to the end, the win. I want to hear your
Put,
opinion on that.
huh. I, baby, I pegged that bad boy for as soon as I left. I told some of my cast, I said, let me tell you how this gonna look. This gonna do this gonna do that. I told Rashid, I was like, Rashid, you're gonna look like your true person. You're gonna look like a hero, like a nice guy. He's worried he was gonna look like kind of cheesy because of how or arrogant because of how he's initially depicted.
Mhm.
And one of the things I said, I was like, and it's gonna be certain people, either their real personality is gonna come through, or it's gonna look like, oh, I'm just here to be on TV. And some people might say that about me. But I feel like if I was gonna
Mm.
be on TV, I would have been like teaching somebody some laws and stuff. Like if I was there to be on TV, I would have looked a lot different. But I think it's when I feel like in this season, a lot of people probably feel that way because then nobody relationship. Like we ain't got one. Actually, no, we do have one. If you count Jay and Winter, we got one. That's it. But I don't know that they still together. I don't
Jane
know
the
that they
winner.
still together because on stage they were. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I don't know if they're together today.
Hmm.
I'm
Uh,
saying between
you know,
taping the show and the reunion, they were dating. And then on the show, on the reunion, they were like arguing, but they are like so cute out together. I've seen them out together since then. And I don't know how she feels about him, but that man like her. That man, he might love her. Cause she be across the club, right? And he be over there. She
really.
be talking to another guy, and he be over there staring. He be like side staring, but they're so cute. It's like it's cute, funny because there's like tension there because we've been through a lot, and nobody likes
Yes.
being made to look a certain way on TV. But there's real sincere feelings. So I don't know, baby. There's gonna be a spinoff.
Hmm. Well, but they can be with Reva, and they still rocking over a year from the last year, which I think is because they came out of a kind of a rocky situation with Tanya and all that stuff. But
Right.
um, I feel like y'all probably did go through a lot. We don't know, and I said this a lot on here. I said we don't really know what went on. We know some stuff, and they're not going to reveal everything, and they shouldn't have to because we don't know what they have been through dealing with that, being on TV, all of it, their feelings, and I hear about them saying the taping, how long it take. It just sounds like it was a lot, and so I kind
It
of
was a
feel
lot.
like that. Hang on just a second, somebody's going to ask you a question. Go ahead. There it is.
Angela Ross, where's Edwin?
They're asking you. Yeah.
Where's Edwin? I mean, yeah, Edwin's around. Edwin is rocking and rolling. Edwin is doing well. How did y'all feel about how'd y'all feel about that Edwin Naya interaction? That was kind of hard to rewatch. Like I know I was there, I was living it, but rewatching it, I was like, ooh, oh man,
Yeah.
because
Y'all
they
had
were
a
so
y'all
cute. I
had
mean, I
some
think I
okay.
think they were
Y'all had
cute
some
together.
emotional moments.
Oh,
I too. I think a lot of people did. Well, okay. Let me ask you. Okay, with the girl. Oh, somebody said the girl Adriana something else. Now, because I can't. She can't speak for anybody, so that's why I kind of like when I ask. I try to, because I don't want to somebody said, wait, it must have came off. Did it not stay up there? I'm sorry. Hold on.
Okay, I saw the one about Adriana. Can I say my Adriana thing, my Adriana story? Okay, I know you guys feel like she played Rashid, and then flipped on him. But I have to say, like, afterwards, I learned at during the show, she had like actually gone to Rashid when she knew like her feelings were, adjusting. She went to him and was like, "Hey, Simone's a really nice girl. She's a good girl. You should really give her a chance. Like, just don't put all your eggs, just explore all your options type of thing." And I thought that that was so cute and sincere. And of course, it wasn't aired, but it was probably kind of done, in private. What was cute and what was funny is I actually did the same thing to Calfani. I went to him and I was like, "Hey, Adriana really likes you." This was towards the beginning. I was like, "She really likes you. You should explore that." And he was like, "Is this sincere or is it strategy?" I
Wow.
said, "Both." So neither one of us knew it, but like we were trying to help like the others while also being considerate of our other options. So she's actually a really sincere person. And I had heard that when Rashid explored, like he was thinking of leaving, that she was encouraged to like be like, "No, don't let him," as opposed to, because like they have time frames
Wow.
with which they want certain things to take place, right? And mind you, at this point, like everybody left the
Okay.
show.
Okay.
Jay left, Joy left, Edwin left. So
Sure.
they weren't
Right.
ready to have that decision. That decision is supposed to be for the final episode. So I would not be surprised if she wanted in her mind to be like, "Okay, I respect your decision," but was basically like told like, "Oh no, today's not the day for you to tell him your true feelings. You have to," you know what I'm saying? So I believe it was more like of a logistical
Okay.
situation, but I understand what you see and how you feel. Yeah. Does Simone have any interest in Rashid? I think they would be a great couple. Yeah, yeah. I think both of us, like after leaving the show, life has changed a lot. So we're definitely still friends and we're taking our time with exploring all of our options. He's dating other people, I'm dating other people. And whatever
Oh.
happened is gonna happen. But
Okay.
I haven't closed any doors. And we're all exploring, and I think that that is the best thing for each of us. hmm But I think he's a great guy.
I think everyone's a
Oh, you
fan
know
of you and
what?
Rashid. I know that
I
I was
was
a
about to
big
say he was nice.
advocate. I was a big
Thank you. But here's what was weird. Do you know they never asked me and Rashid like nothing about us on the I was like, that's weird. Yeah, they never even asked.
Hmm.
It wasn't like they asked us and we said we're and they edited. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, he said it to me. It was like, that's weird. They
Because
asked.
that
I'm like,
I feel like they're pick and choose.
what?
I feel they picked and choose who, like
What's
you
that,
said
Felicia?
earlier. I feel like they picked and choose who they want. I mean, I feel like they picked and choose who they wanted or whatever. I don't know. Just listen to what a few of y'all have said. It's like y'all had a certain choice, but then the producers or whatever was going on, it went a different direction. So some people felt like they were a little cheated when they were here stuff like that, not because of what y'all are saying, but because of what they want it to be. It's like, would it have been so bad if they would have just naturally let them just really, I mean, not saying it was natural, I'm sorry, gravitate to that person. Maybe you wouldn't just said, "Hey, do this, whatever, just see what happens." I'm sure it did happen like that too.
Uh-huh.
But what do you think about that?
I understand the process a lot more now, and it's they only have so many cameras, so many mics, so many places they can be in one time. So what makes it more difficult on the resort is we all just walking around, running around. So they have to structure things so they can be captured versus the traditional seasons, right? When everyone's at home, because then you're going on group dates, you're doing this. I think actually you might have had a little more control over certain things when it's taped locally versus being on the show. That's just my thought. But I think it was less them saying this is the story you want to tell. Because see, there is no script. Nobody was ever handed a piece of paper. This would say. What it is they know you. They know they listen to us 24/7. So they hear me when I'm telling Adriana, "Girl, go over there
Mm,
with that boy because I gotta go kiss Rashid again." Like they hear those things, right? So then so, but obviously
okay,
Rashid not
right.
hearing that, they're hearing it, and then They like
Right.
sometimes I'll be telling my wish list. I'll be like, da da da. Where is Rashid? I haven't seen him all day, and then Rashid would like appear in the playing pool or whatever. It would be so funny. I'm such a mess, such a
Okay.
mess. But yeah, I think that it was. But then they
It
also
sounds
like
like y'all had
they feel
fun.
like we can teach people so much. Thank you. And I feel like we can teach people so much. So at the end, they want you to walk away learning things from different people, learning whether it's what to do or what not to do. Hmm.
I believe 100%. I really do, because people did say that they applied this to their life or kind of learn a lot. I 100% from from all you ladies. I was, just thinking about myself. I can't lie. Some stuff with you, stuff with Naya and Denise. Myself, I was just like, woo, thinking about, just things in my life and how my attitude is or whatever it is. And so, look, I have to ask you this, with the whole thing with Denise at the very end, with the whole thing, her talking and saying that thing about Joy. There was, my comments was blow bad. I'm not gonna lie. And I was just like, look, I don't want to think that she was
You say your
intentionally
comment
like,
what?
mean about it. I just think she did it. Huh?
Oh, I was
I'm sorry, what
saying, what
happened?
was you got blowback on your
Oh,
comment?
I
What
was,
what did you say happened?
yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I did. I got a lot of negative comments about her because I was kind of saying, look, I don't know why she said it. I'm not going to say she was being like me. Maybe she went about it her way, but they were just literally in the comments like, oh, she's crazy. And I just wanted to know how you felt about it, because you was there and it was, everybody kind of had
Right.
a face like, oh my God, she was not telling the truth.
Okay, I definitely don't think she's crazy. I don't think she's crazy. What I do think is that okay. Oh, thank you. I have a humbling spirit. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna choose my words carefully because this is important topic. Okay, she's definitely not crazy. I don't think she's crazy. But I'll say what my assessment was. I found very interesting that Denise was pretty much a part of some of the most poignant moments, some of the most interesting, like love triangle things, just all throughout the show. Any major drama or situation, Denise was a part of it. This was the only one she wasn't. And so it was kind of like her including herself in what she felt was her friend's very precious moment. Should it have been done? No, it wasn't appropriate. Was it strange? Absolutely. But I felt like it was a way to ensure that she was also included in this very special moment. And I think that's where people were like, well, that wasn't necessarily your place, X, Y, and a third. But without question, she didn't have any, I think it's understood she didn't have any bad intentions. It was just a matter of, it was kind of like, this ain't about you. She made it about her. See, she made it about her talking about Joy, but in the
Okay.
end, because it was untrue, she made it about her. That's the problem. And that's why some people are like, well, perhaps she
Yeah.
was the narcissist, not Rashid. Because what do narcissists do? Make everything about them. So I think that is kind of like, I think
Yeah.
if there's any discussion to be had, it shouldn't be is she crazy? It should be what is about this person where they feel the need to include themselves in anything that's important. Let's just love on them so that they feel so full of love at all times.
Mm,
They don't have to do that.
right. Right. Ooh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That response was everything, because that's what I was trying to convey when I said, and they were like, "Oh, you got to be unbiased. You just doing it because you talked to him on your show." I said, "No, I'm saying that. That is so atypical. People say, well, she's crazy. I can't stand that word, especially a black woman. I'm sorry if I say that a lot. I'm a black woman. So when I hear that attached to that, I don't like it. And so, yeah, I do get kind of like, look, I don't agree with anything that she did. First off, I had to say that over and over and over. I said, but doesn't mean that I feel like she was coming from a crazy place like y'all are saying. That's the issue we were having. The chat, I mean, the comments and myself. So your answer
I'll
was
say this
everything.
too. In my life, thank you. In my life, I'll say this in closing. I found that my homegirls, my friends that act the craziest are the ones that feel the least loved. Mm-mm.
Yep, you're
Mm-mm.
speaking truth right now, and I just, I don't know why that's not a reaction that people want to actually see what's going on. Is she good or whatever? And I for herself, I'm not going to jump to anything that everyone's jumping to such a crazy place. Now, everyone kind of said what you said as well. They said that she's making it about her. That was a lot of people were saying that. And I was just like, there may be something's going on. I don't know. I'm just happy you said that because
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
always the same typical. I love that you said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simone, I'm
Well,
glad that
I
you.
had so much fun. Do y'all have any others? That is so sweet. Ah, interviews. Thank you.
Yes, y'all have any other questions for
Mm-mm.
Miss Simone? We've been on here for 50 minutes, and do y'all have any questions or anything in the chat at
Mm-mm.
all? She has. I'm blessed to have her on here 3 times. So y'all got anything? Well, MS says that was a lawyer. Wait.
And Simone's answer, very diplomatic.
Well, I don't know if y'all have anything else. Y'all know y'all can follow her on Instagram. Her lives are really really good. She did a live last night. Y'all go check it out. She was on live with Rachel of Ashley. But other than that, I'm gonna let Miss Lady go do her thing. Thank you again for coming on again for the third time. I really appreciate it. She don't even I did tell her she
I
knows I was like going
enjoyed
back to
it.
school, and one of the reasons why is because my sister and her they both inspire me. So I wanted to tell her that while I had her on the show. So I appreciate
I'm
that.
so
But
proud.
anyway, we look forward to seeing you in the
Thank you. I'm so proud of
future.
you,
And
girl.
they
I'm
said,
proud of you.
love you.
Great. Stay tuned.
Thank
Love
you.
y'all too. Bye, y'all.
Well, Mama, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it again.